Hi everyone, I'm getting into the Christmas spirit here with the hat. So what I want to do is run through the kettlebell military press today. To start with, I want to cover all the basic exercises just so that obviously you have a good foundation there before running into different combinations. The military press it's not really the same as a shoulder press, although it does appear to be. The whole principle behind it is that you have to create full body tension, and you're using your whole body in order to create enough force, enough strength within the connections from the feet right through the core and into the upper body to allow you to lift the kettlebell above the head. And from that point of view, it's great for stabilising the body and also practicing other techniques such as pressurization within the thoracic and abdominal cavity in order to almost connect the mind to the muscles as well, because a lot of tension can be lost whenever you're thinking as an upper body movement. You often relax the lower body and that can knock everything off. What the military press teaches you is how to create full body tension and how to almost ensure that that is there, and you can see the difference in your technique whenever you're fully tense and whenever you're not. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll demonstrate a couple of repetitions facing the camera and then from the side. I feel kind of silly now with the hat on. Anyway. What I'll do first is I'll run through the whole idea of the whole full body tension first of all, and how to obtain that and how to maintain it throughout the whole exercise. Whenever you go back to the video I did on the clean, because that's the start of the exercise, you clean the bell up into the rack position, and it's at this point, from this point onwards, you want to create that tension within the whole body. And upper body is reasonably easy to tense, and remember the core, and allow, if you're doing a single arm kettlebell military press, then with the free arm, there's no point in just hanging there, not doing anything, because if it's just relaxed, the chances are the rest of that side or the other parts of the body are going to be relaxed, so it's not going to help you, because you may have to you may be bending around trying to get the bell up and not even realising it. So one of the techniques that I learned, one of the tips that somebody gave me from the course, was that even making a fist on that hand to almost like connect everything up, and if your body is tense from a certain point, then it almost automatically tenses everything else. The other thing, from the waist down, if you go back to what I told you for the front squat, the technique used to keep the lower body tense for the military press is the same. It's that you're imagining you're trying to pull the floor apart, so you're pushing down and outwards, and you're getting that tension right the way through the quads, and you have both glutes as tight as you can, allowing the hips to be forward, and everything is completely extended, so your knees and hips are both extended, allowing the glutes to come. That's protecting your lower back. As soon as your glutes are completely tight, that's going to allow you to remain upright. It's going to stop you overextending backwards because you have that stable base there. Okay, now I'm going to run through the teaching points of performing the exercise. Whenever you have cleaned the bell into the rack position, this is the point where you try and pressurize the whole body. So just before you start pressing the kettlebell up, you create that tension and breathe in, creating the pressurization within the abdomen and the thoracic cavity. And as you push up, you breathe out on the effort of the exercise. And the movement is, it's not up in front, it's an out slightly and round until your arm is completely upright. And at that point, you can breathe out fully. Now the important point about whenever the arm is up straight is that it is straight, as in the elbow is completely locked out. The shoulder has to be completely almost locked down. And I actually watched a very good instructor for doing this myself once, and one of the great tips was, imagine you're standing in a door frame and you're pushing upwards, and all of these muscles down here you have to be able to see your neck as well. So all of the muscles throughout your back and underneath your shoulder should be trying to pull almost downwards as well. They're involved in this as well, keeping the shoulder joint in place. Also, whenever you're doing that, or trying to push up, your whole body's involved. So, I mean, that's a good sort of way to imagine what it should feel like whenever you're doing this pressing movement, is that it's not just these muscles here that are pushing up. It's the whole body, and the back as well is involved, just to keep that shoulder locked in to its socket. Whenever you reach the top, your arm's locked out, but it shouldn't be forward. If it is, then please try and lighten the weight and try and work on the flexibility that you have, because if you've got a heavier weight, it's going to just pull and it's going to end up actually hurting around the shoulder even more. A good sort of point on whenever the arm is fully extended is that you're not actually extending the back to almost make it straight at the top. Just keeping your glutes, remembering the whole lower body is still tight, everything is tight, and the arm is completely straight. And it should be in line with the ear, as much as you can, aim for the ear. Some people can get the shoulder back farther than that, and that's fine, as long as you're not overextending the back. And that is really the main pointers in doing the military press. On the way down from the position here is actually just following, and you want to maintain the tension within the body on the way down again, so that it's not just dropping down, because if you're just relaxing that side, the whole body's going to relax, and the chances are you're going to jar something or pull a muscle somewhere along the way. So remember, clean, and then tension, breathe in, push up, lock out, maintaining it's completely straight, breathe out, and then control on the way down. Try this yourselves, and I do include this the odd time in my workouts, in my strength workouts. It's a brilliant exercise, brilliant for, like I was saying, creating stability and just that tension within the body. I mean, that's really hard just to do, especially with the double military press. It's a real taxing exercise on your whole body. So moving on now, I will be back soon with a new tutorial. Keep an eye out for that, and that'll be on mytv.com, and I'll see you soon.